A very good evening to all of you friends. On behalf of the entire team at Gradeup, I welcome each and every one of you for today's live session on daily legal affairs. A series that brings to you the most important legal news across the country. A series that is going to help you in scoring better, both for your legal reasoning segment as well as for your current affairs. Remember, friends, that the CLAT pattern has changed. And what has changed exactly? From now on, you will be given passage-based questions. You will be given a particular passage. You have to read that passage carefully, understand the passage, and then solve the questions that follows the passage. Now, if you are aware of what is happening in and around, it is going to help you in solving your passage-based question. So in this particular series, Daily Legal Affairs, we bring to you those important news coming from across India, which is absolutely essential for each and every one of you who is preparing both for CLAT 2021 as well as for CLAT 2022. Both for CLAT 2021 as well as for CLAT 2022, for your preparation, these classes will be immensely helpful. Okay, so a very warm welcome to all of you. Today we are going to discuss about two very important news. The first news is the fact that what has the Supreme Court today discussed when it took the suo motu matter relating to the COVID crisis in India. So what has the Supreme Court directed the state government as well as the central government insofar as the COVID-19, the second tsunami that has come up in the recent past? How is the center dealing with it? What has the Supreme Court said today? We are going to understand that. Apart from that, a very sad news that I would want to share with you. A great constitutional lawyer, former Attorney General of India, Padma Vibhushan, Shri Soli Jahangir Sorabji is no more with us. A great champion of human rights, a great champion of freedom of speech, expression, a champion is no more with us. He died today owing to COVID-19. He has passed away. Yes, absolutely. So, yes, it's a sad news. Today we are going to talk about Soli Sorabji, the great constitutional expert, a man who was the Attorney General of India many years ago for 2 times. Okay, so more on these two news in the coming next half an hour. But before that, let's look at some of the important notification coming from Gradeup. Gradeup brings to you a 55% flat discount, a 55% flat discount on your Gradeup Super subscription. So those of you who haven't got your Gradeup Super subscription, requesting you to get your Gradeup Super subscription as soon as possible, because now if you get your subscription, you can get a flat 55% discount if you use the code PREP55. So upon using PREP 55, you get a flat 50% discount on your Gradeup Super subscription. घर से तैयारी में ही है समझदारी. Okay. Moving ahead, Gradeup also brings to you a special course for current affairs and legal events batch 2. We have also come up with this particular course, a booster crash course for CLAT 2021, a comprehensive course for CLAT 2022. So those of you who are in class 11 and is preparing for CLAT 2022, here is your chance, a roadmap to your dream NLU. How? Just join this fantastic course that we have launched, a comprehensive course batch 4 for CLAT 2022. Gradeup also brings to you a foundation course for CLAT 2023. Those of you who are in class 10th now, okay, that's for them. So how do you attend these classes? All that you need to do is to get the Gradeup Super subscription. Once you have gotten the Gradeup Super subscription, you can attend all these classes without any problem. So you can attend to any classes according to your timing schedule, according to your convenience, any courses, and we will be providing you with live classes over there. So let's start with today's class. The Supreme Court, in a very, very important order today, has held that if a citizen is communicating his grievance on Facebook or Twitter, saying that I am unable to find oxygen, I am unable to find remdesivir, that person cannot be prosecuted for spreading wrong information. Very, very important news coming from the Supreme Court. Very recently, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, Mr. Adityanath, has made a statement in the media asking police to take strong action against those people who have in the past made those acquisition. Okay. So I would just tell you guys that in the past, what has happened is this: in the state of Uttar Pradesh, the Uttar Pradesh government has come out with an order saying that the police must register complaint and FIR against those people who are spreading misinformation in social media and those who are asking for help in the social media. So the Uttar Pradesh government does not want people to spread the news of reality that even in the state of Uttar Pradesh there is scarcity of oxygen and people are dying. So a lot of people in this time are asking for help, be it remdesivir, be it oxygen, be it Fabiflu, whatever it is, they are asking help either in Twitter or in Facebook or in other social media. Now, the Supreme Court says that if a person has asked for any help in the social media, he cannot be prosecuted for spreading wrong information. A very big blow to the Adityanath government of Uttar Pradesh. The second important news is that the former Attorney General of India, Soli Jahangir Sorabji has passed away. The second important news that you must remember, and we are going to understand a lot about this great Attorney General, what has he done and who all are his chamber juniors. Very, very important. So let's discuss these important news of the day in detail. The Supreme Court said that it is going to initiate contempt of court proceeding against government as well as police who are trying to clamp down information of grievance and COVID help on social media. Please, the Supreme Court has said that people who are asking for help, related to oxygen or COVID drugs should not be booked under a criminal law for spreading wrong information. We all have a right to freedom of speech and expression. We all have a freedom of speech and expression. Am I clear? We all have a right to freedom of speech and expression under Article 19 of the Indian Constitution. Am I clear? Now, Article 19 of the Indian Constitution talks about freedom of speech and expression. Now, here is a situation where the government of the day is saying that if you are saying that I require oxygen or I require something else, you cannot say that thing. Now that is absolutely wrong. So the court, with a bench which was headed by Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, along with Justice Nageshwar Rao and Justice Ravinder Bhatt. So Justice D.Y. Chandrachud has said that we want to make it very clear that if citizens communicate their grievance on social media and internet, then it cannot be said it is wrong information. Now, what had happened very recently, let me tell you. Let me tell you what has happened very recently, okay? Now, very recently, the Amethi police has booked a young boy for spreading false information. Now, this young boy was asking for oxygen cylinder. This young boy was asking for oxygen cylinder in Twitter. Now, the Yogi government had asked the police to arrest him. So the police later on came and arrested him. Now what was the precursor to that? So the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister very recently had asked police officials to crack down on hospitals that discharge patients on the ground of shortage of oxygen or complain about shortage of oxygen. So if a hospital is tomorrow complaining that they do not have sufficient oxygen, then the police can arrest the entire hospital authority. So based on that, the Supreme Court said very clearly that if the police is arresting someone, if a police is arresting a person on the basis of the fact that he has said that he requires some help relating to COVID-19, it cannot be said that he is spreading false information. Am I clear to all of you? Okay. Now, apart from this, the Supreme Court has also asked the central government the following questions. Can a mechanism be developed to show real-time updates as to how much allocation of oxygen is provided to every hospital? Can there be a system whereby on real-time basis we can see how much of oxygen is provided to a particular hospital? Secondly, the Supreme Court has also asked the central government that what are the restrictions like lockdown that the central government is planning to use to curb this second tsunami. This is a second tsunami that is happening. This is not a second wave. A wave is different. What we are seeing is a tsunami in India. So the Supreme Court has asked, what are the restrictions that the central government is planning to curb this tsunami? Thirdly, the Supreme Court has also asked, how does the center and the state government enable vaccine registration to those people who do not have internet? Now, how do you get vaccine in India? You have to either go to the CoWIN app or the Arogya Setu app, right? So CoWIN is a website, a web portal. You have to get yourself registered through CoWIN to get vaccinated, the COVID-19 vaccination. Now the other thing is through Arogya Setu app. Now there are thousands and millions of people in India who do not have a cell phone, who are below poverty line. What about them? What about those people who do not have access to internet? How will they get themselves registered for the COVID-19 vaccination? So this is where the judiciary has stepped in insofar as curbing this pandemic is concerned. The further questions that the central government needs to answer is, will one state get priority over another state insofar as vaccines are concerned? Since now, under the vaccine policy, 50% of the vaccines that either Poonawalla as well as Bharat Biotech produces will be sold to the central government and 50% to the states and private hospitals. Now, what is the priority? What is there any rules that the government will follow? Okay, is there any rules that the government will follow while allocating the 50% vaccines to states? Apart from that, the Supreme Court also wants to know from the central government, how will the vaccine manufacturer distribute the rest 15% among states? What is the procedure involved? Thereafter, the Supreme Court has also asked the center to reply on how is the center trying to regulate the high cost of COVID-19 patients who are admitted in hospital. Now, hospitals are charging huge amount of money for COVID-19 treatment. Now, how is the center going to regulate that? Apart from that, what is being done insofar as shortage of medical staff is concerned? Now, today we are in a situation where there is medical emergency. The medical infrastructure has more or less collapsed across India. We do not have oxygen. Now, it reminds me of the great person who died about last year, George Floyd. He said before he died, "I can't breathe." Entire India is shouting, saying, "I can't breathe." There is shortage of the basic essential of a human life, that is oxygen today. What is being done for the shortage of medical staff? And how much of oxygen will be made available to states? So these are the questions that the Supreme Court has posed on the central government, which the central government has to answer very soon. Okay, so I'm sure that you guys understood the entire gamut of the proceeding that happened in the court today. You might get a passage based on the suo motu cognizance that the Supreme Court has taken on the COVID-19 mismanagement. Moving ahead to the next very, very important issue. Former Attorney General of India, Soli Jahangir Sorabji, is no more. He died today morning. A great champion of justice, a great champion of human rights, a great champion of rule of law, has departed from this world. A man who was not only once but twice the Attorney General of India, a great constitutional expert, is no more. Let us pay tribute to the great soul. Now, here is a man we are talking about today. Here is a man we are talking about today who has been one of the greatest lawyers of India. His chamber has produced great lawyers. Former Solicitor General of India, Harish Salve. Another former Solicitor General of India, Gopal Subramaniam. Present Judge of the Supreme Court, Uday Lalit. These are all his chamber juniors. His juniors are a sitting Judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Uday Lalit. Former Solicitor General of India, Gopal Subramaniam. Another former Solicitor General of India, Harish Salve. Harish Salve, Gopal Subramaniam and Justice U. Lalit are all his juniors who have worked under this great man. So today, we have lost a great lawyer, a person who practiced law as a profession and not as a business. He always used to say that lawyering is a profession. It should not be treated as a business. Okay. So let's see some very important things about this great man. Soli Sorabji started his practice as a lawyer at the Bombay High Court. He was one of the lawyers at the Bombay High Court. So he started his chamber practice in Bombay under the great chamber of Kharshedji Bhabha, and he was designated as a senior advocate by the Supreme Court of India in 1971. He was the Attorney General of India between 1989-1990 and again between 1998 and 2004. He was a man who was a renowned human rights lawyer, a constitutional expert of international repute. He is regarded across the world, not only in India but across the world, as a champion of human rights, a great constitutional expert. Let's see. He was member to how many important commission and committee. He was the chairman of the United Nations Sub-Commission on the Promotion and Protection of Human Rights. He was the chairperson of the United Nations Sub-Commission on the Promotion and Protection of Human Rights between 1998 and 2004. He was also a member of the United Nations Sub-Commission on Prevention of Discrimination and Protection of Minorities. He was also a member of the Permanent Court of Arbitration at The Hague between 2000 and 2006. He had also received the Padma Vibhushan Award, the second highest civilian award in India. The second highest civilian award after the Bharat Ratna. So today we have lost a great defender of the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, and a mighty fighter of rule of law. Now, he had practiced in the Supreme Court for more than around 70 years. He started his practice in the year in the 50s. In the year 1953, he started his practice. And this is 2021, count. It is more or less 70 years. For 70 years, he was a lawyer, and it is a great loss for all of us in the legal fraternity that we have lost such a great, tall human being, such a large-footed human being today. So this is one of the sad information that I would have to share with you. Okay, so I hope that you guys understood these two important news that I discussed with you. Okay, so friends, do like the session, do comment, do share, and do subscribe. Do like the session, do comment, do share, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And friends, upon your request, a lot of you had requested me to open a Telegram channel, or a lot of you had asked me to open a Telegram channel where you guys can discuss legal reasoning related queries with me. And finally, I have taken some time and I have opened a Telegram channel where only students can discuss their doubts with me. Okay, now please, I cannot share my phone number with you because it's a little personal, but I don't mind sharing the Telegram channel with you where you guys can ask me your doubts and I can also reply to your doubts. Okay, the Telegram channel is called CLAT Pathshala, CLAT PATSHALA. So you can definitely search on your Telegram, CLAT Pathshala, and definitely join in, and definitely you guys can ask your question, but this Telegram channel will only be limited to legal reasoning question paper. Okay, so definitely like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you guys have any query or any doubt, you can call us on our official WhatsApp number, which happens to be 93544 As well as if you guys have any query, you can call us at 96500 as well as 9319599244. With this, I take your leave. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Wish you a very happy weekend. Stay home, guys. Bye. Good night.